the country forward as quickly as possible and make sure that we deal with pressing issues to Mwananchi, that is the issue of food, the issue of infrastructure, the issues of debt in the country, the issues of education. So there are so many things we need to discuss. And for us, we have already set our mind clear that we are the next government within the next 5 years. And I want to thank the people of Matungulu for electing me again for the 4th time as their member of parliament. And I want to promise them we will deliver every promise we made during the campaign. The last thing is that I want to thank Kenyans for remaining calm. And I want to urge them to continue remaining calm as we verify all the Form 34As in the country, so that whoever is declared a winner is not declared a winner by hearsay. He is declared a winner under the Constitution, under the Election Act, under the IBC verifiable, trusted mechanism of Form 34A, because that forms the basis of this election. Election is done at a polling station, and Form 34A is generated from that polling station where results are announced and given to the people. Then they move to the tallying center at the constituency, and I believe that is what Kenyans, they need to understand, because if we rush this thing, we can make a mistake, and we don't to blunder this time around. Let Chebukati and IBC do proper verification of all the forms from the 46 plus polling station in the country and give Kenyans the right winner, the correct winner, and Kenyans remain firm, remain sober, and have peaceful day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Also, so that we can get time to speak to more. And probably on this other side, Mheshimiwa, good morning. And how are you? You came in early. Did you make it for re-election?
Yes, yes.
And how was it? And probably what are your expectations of this particular meeting?
The member of parliament elect now for Lamu West. I'm serving now my 2nd term and Jubilee ticket. And I am so grateful for the Lamu people of Lamu West constituency, and more so Lamu County for electing me and also believing in my leadership. And it is my hope that in the next 5 years, God willing, we should be able to move to a higher level. And I should be able to unite the constituency. I should be able to do more development, push for more laws that are beneficial to our people. And for this meeting, we are here. We've been called so that we can deliberate on various issues, and we are standing by our candidate, and we are in support of Azimio.
Thank you very much. Well, let us go through this side where they are being kept, and probably as they wait for the party leader, we have seen Olive different accounts of what would probably be happening, as everybody now says that yes, they were asked to come here and they are heeding to that particular call of coming to join the leadership. Matungulu Member of Parliament elect Mule says that they will be expecting that there's a probability that Kalonzo Musyoka and Martha Karua will be chairing this particular meeting. Well, it is something that we can only wait to see. Remember that they have said that there is that push that they do not want to take too much time for Raila Odinga, whom they say let him concentrate on what is happening at the presidential level, and they are expecting that these results will be coming in. But this is the setup as we showed the other day, and they are coming in, and you could see they are already seated down as they continue to talk to other people, as they also reminisce on what has happened and the campaign period and all of that. I can also see Ambassador Sunkuli, who's made a comeback and all that. So we'll be here all day. We'll be expecting to hear what is it that they're being told as the leadership, and what marching orders will they be given. And it is very interesting that just to hear what kind of messaging will be coming from this particular meeting that they will be having, that had been said will start at around 10 o'clock to take stock of how they have performed in these recent elections. Olive.
All right, thank you for that update, Kennedy Muriithi. Kennedy Muriithi coming to us from the Kenyatta International Convention Center, where Azimio has set up their media briefing center and apparently reception for those who won in the various seats, that is MP, governor. And speaking of women who won, Dennis, I forgot to mention the Kwale governor-elect. That is Fatma Achani, who previously served as deputy governor. So as Naisula Lesuda pointed out there, she is the Samburu West MP-elect. Women have performed very well in this election. I'm not sure, did I hear correctly when the Matungulu Member of Parliament spoke about Raila Odinga being a ceremonial president and Kalonzo Musyoka being there? I know Raila Odinga said Chief Minister, he said Prime Minister. Interesting comments. That it will be interesting to see how these coalitions and alliances, whether they stay, whether they hold post this election, or whether we'll see what happened with NASA when the divorce was messy and ugly and all of that. That was a Matungulu Member of Parliament I was making reference to, who's retained his seat, Stephen Mutinda. So as we keep an eye on the Bomas of Kenya, I know many have crossed their fingers and their toes that the final presidential results will be in sooner rather than later, although Mheshimiwa Mutinda did say, let's give Chebukati the time he requires to make sure it is a credible result. The Daily Nation has that editorial cartoon. I don't know whether we can put it up. It was open on the newspaper there, and it said patience. Chebukati said patience. So what are your final remarks? There it is. What are your final remarks, Dr. Musei, Dr. Professor Omenya, Mwalimu Sam? What are your final remarks as all eyes now train on the Bomas of Kenya?
I think it is very important we allow, the process. This is a laid down process by the law to take its course. We've said since Monday, I think whether we were managing expectations of Kenyans or calming down, the tensions, but we gave a hint that this is a process that's going to take long. And even right now, it's apparently very clear that we don't expect any results today. Neither can we even think about tomorrow. Probably maybe on Monday. But the most important thing is that Chebukati has already said that he'll do this during the day. Of course, that gives us a lot of hope that we will, all of us, see what is happening. And we want to hope that the politicians who have been elected, or the agents, can keep some semblance of decorum, and discipline, and allow the process to go on. But of course, also, we want the process also to hasten quickly so that all those hackers and other people who want to take the opportunity to not just get all the time to reinvent anything that they would want to reinvent, so that at the end of the day, we can have this one very credible story for our neighbors, and the whole world is watching. And at the end of the day, fellow Kenyans, at the end of the day, Kenyans are the winners of this big election when we keep our peace. So let us hold it upon ourselves to keep the peace and to ensure that the continuity is there. And of course, we'll always be here. We are Kenyans. Mimi Mkenya, nchi yangu Kenya. Daima mimi Mkenya, mwananchi mzalendo. Thank you.
Right. Prof?
No, thank you. Picking from there, I think the same message, and I shared this on a light note, that the outcome of this election will not be surprising. Yeah, because the guy who's going to win the presidency is a Kenyan. At least that we know. But and there've been very, very good positives. I mean, we've seen how Chebukati is managing this on the basis of law. We've seen the office of assumption to the presidency, also implementing another law that Kenyans don't even know exists, the Assumption to Presidency Act 2012, trying to implement that. And of course, we are seeing the areas, of course, as usual, that you can't legislate where we have vacuum. And that is what happens to politicians and parties during this particular period, and what happens to the normal wananchi. And what we hope is that in future, we'll develop a culture. We don't need to legislate everything. We'll develop a culture where, both parties waiting during this particular period can have structured ways of things to do. So I'm quite encouraged by the Azimio guys saying we will do something during this period. Of course, they're not bound by law, and yeah, so that in future, we know we have fidelity to the law, but we also have a culture of what happens during this period, to deal with the sort of almost vacuum and the anxiety that, of course, every Mwananchi, is experiencing. But otherwise, so far, I mean, everything has gone on quite well, actually. It's not that, as Kenyans, we're very efficient people. So the rest of the world should forgive us for feeling a bit impatient, despite knowing that, we can wait up to 7 days. Thank you.
All right, Caroline?
For me, I would say the same thing. I think so far so good. But I'm now trying to just project forward. And my appeal, first and foremost, would be to the CS of education to give direction on, are children going back to school on Monday? Is this recess going to continue? And what are the modalities of that? Because we have many parents with children that would need to travel across the country, etc. So we need direction on that. Being a Saturday, not to wake up tomorrow morning and told either schools are still resuming or they're not resuming. So we need direction on that. And also looking forward, I know my appeal to all of us would be, from this point going forward, to realize that politics is part and parcel of our lives, whether we like it or not. So my hope for us as the population, us as the voters, us as the citizens, would be to find ways of engaging our politicians right from the MCA level all the way to the national level, to create very organic communities where we can engage politicians going forward, and to keep an eye on the ball. So for example, today is the 13th. I don't know, every 14th of the month there was a fuel, there was this thing where, we are reviewing the price. Is the price of fuel going to go up maybe tomorrow or on Monday, for example? So we need, even as the transitions, are happening, we also need a way forward. Are we still going to see a shortage of unga, for example? Those are the immediate needs of Kenyans, whether they voted or they abstained from voting or completely refused to vote. So even as we keep an eye on who is going to win and who is going to become the president, what happens after that? So for me, it's looking at this long term. Whoever wins, of course, each side will have their own policies and will have their own governance style, but we will still need to engage with these leaders at every level. And we'll still need, at the end of the day, if the price of unga goes up or the fuel, goes up again, because there was a rumor, I don't know how true this is, that the subsidies were going to be removed, the unga subsidies and the fuel subsidies. What does that mean for Kenya? What does it mean for us? How do we engage our leaders to make sure that the cost of living is not impossible for us and for our children, and etc. So for me, that would be the appeal. We find ways of engaging politicians. We keep an eye on the short term and also on the long term, because at the end of the day, this is for most of us, this is the only country. There is no country B for us to move to.
All right.
Yes.
Caroline, already addressing the entry for a lot of these leaders who have been elected. And Professor George Magoha, parents are asking for clarity. Should their children report back to school on Monday, should this process drag on any longer?
Well, that's where we wrap it up to give way for Maamuzi. The next block, the elected leaders inaugural conference at KICC. Kennedy Mureithi is there, just keeping tabs on what's happening. And the center of focus, obviously, is at the Bomas of Kenya IBC, where Leila has been camping there to give us the very latest. My name is Dennis Okari.
Mine is Olive Burrows, who are joined this morning by a resident panel, at least for the duration of this election. Mwalimu Sam Mudhoka, Director at Ipsos. We've also been joined by Dr. Professor Alfred Omenya and Dr. Caroline Mose. Have yourself a good Saturday.
This is NTV.
Join our September 2022 intake, download an application form from our website and enroll today. Or visit any of our campuses in Limuru, Nairobi, Machakos or Nakuru. This is St. Paul's University, your university of choice.
Mama Stevo, where are the kids?
I think they're upstairs doing their revision.
Oh, you guys are here. Maria and Steve, which revision papers are you doing today?
Baba, mimi nashughulikia maswali ya marudio ya somo la Kiswahili kutoka kwa gazeti la Taifa Leo.
Na wewe?
I am working on the mathematics revision paper from the Junior Sport magazine of the Daily Nation.
Wow, this is wonderful. Are the revision papers from Taifa Leo and Daily Nation working for you guys?
Yes, Dad. Wanauliza maswali yao kwa njia nzuri na nyepesi sana.
And the questions are in tandem with our syllabus.
Dear parents, invest in Taifa Leo and Junior Sport for KCPE and KCSE revision papers. Kwa maswali ya gazeti la Taifa Leo, usiukose uhondo huo kila Jumatatu hadi Jumamosi. In our Junior Sport, it's every Monday. Do not miss out.
Now this is a celebration.
The finals, when 60-foot prayer can get answered at the buzzer.
It's more like 61 feet.
I mean, you gotta be great from game 1 to game 7. Because when the champagne stops popping, does anybody know what's left?
Legendary status, my man.
Yes, Dirk. Exactly. Oh my greatness.
Dave, this line is not going down, and you're burning up. But I'll sort you out, my friend. See that barrier? Go for it. Yeah.
Bing bang bing. Bum, bum.
Labor markets, economies, enterprises, supply chains, governments, workers, employers. We go deeper and beyond. Business Daily. Available off and online.
Everybody feel it, come around, we grind, we grind. Everybody feel it, come around, we grind, we grind. Everybody feel it, come around, we grind, we grind. Everybody, 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 everybody. Oh yeah! Everybody in the front, front, front. Everybody in the front, front, front. Everybody in the front, front, front.
The music right here on Nation FM is on another level. We're playing the best hits, the biggest hits, right here on 96.3 Nation FM. My name is Antonio Soul. It's the Nation FM Drive every single weekday, Monday to Friday, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. The best hits, the best conversation, the best guests. It's all about entertainment, business, politics, and everything in between. Call me Sugar, because I keep it sugar and spice and all things nice.
Everybody, everybody, round, around.
Mama Stevo, where are the kids?
I think they're upstairs doing their revision.
Oh, you guys are here. Maria and Steve, which revision papers are you doing today?
Baba, mimi nashughulikia maswali ya marudio ya somo la Kiswahili kutoka kwa gazeti la Taifa Leo.
Na wewe?
I am working on the mathematics revision paper from the Junior Sport magazine of the Daily Nation.
Wow, this is wonderful. Are the revision papers from Taifa Leo and Daily Nation working for you guys?
Yes, Dad. Wanauliza maswali yao kwa njia nzuri na nyepesi sana.
And the questions are in tandem with our syllabus.
Dear parents, invest in Taifa Leo and Junior Sport for KCPE and KCSE revision papers. Kwa maswali ya gazeti la Taifa Leo, usiukose uhondo huo kila Jumatatu hadi Jumamosi. In our Junior Sport, it's every Monday. Do not miss out.
Magic.
Labor markets, economies, enterprises, supply chains, governments, workers, employers. We go deeper and beyond. Business Daily. Available off and online.
Kenya is a country of resilient, innovative, and hardworking people.
The sovereignty.
Our journey highlights major national divisions, the unity that followed, the gradual economic growth, and our daily struggles.
I call upon Nobel Peace Prize laureate for 2004, Wangari Maathai.
Our greatest achievements are our sports personalities.
He's still in podium position, contention here, and he seems to be coming in for the second position. Oh my God!
And our national pride is the unity of our diverse cultures. Our land is blessed with exotic tourist destinations that we boast of globally. These are the deeply rooted principles of our national pride. Mimi Mkenya.
Do you need access to verified numbers of previous general elections and minute-by-minute updates on who is winning and who is losing? Nation Media got you. Simply log into elections.nation.africa from any device and get verified updates and data for your analysis. The platform is easy to navigate and absolutely free. Stay informed with accurate and verified elections data on elections.nation.africa, the most preferred elections data website you deserve.
Get the latest and credible news on the general elections. Subscribe to the Daily Nation Election News. Send the word election to 20688 and stay informed on coalitions, defections, resignations, election candidates, and many more. Daily Nation. The truth.
Mjambo wa Kenya, mimi ni Eric Smith, na kupata wimbo huu kama sikiza tune yako, bonyeza *811 *851 hash. Skiza na Nation, supporting local talents.
Do you need access to verified numbers of previous general elections and minute-by-minute updates on who is winning and who is losing? Nation Media got you. Simply log into elections.nation.africa from any device and get verified updates and data for your analysis. The platform is easy to navigate and absolutely free. Stay informed with accurate and verified elections data on elections.nation.africa, the most preferred elections data website you deserve.
Mama Stevo, where are the kids?
I think they're upstairs doing their revision.
Oh, you guys are here. Maria and Steve, which revision papers are you doing today?
Baba, mimi nashughulikia maswali ya marudio ya somo la Kiswahili kutoka kwa gazeti la Taifa Leo.
Na wewe?
I am working on the mathematics revision paper from the Junior Sport magazine of the Daily Nation.
Wow, this is wonderful. Are the revision papers from Taifa Leo and Daily Nation